Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday, February 17th. We're going to do a quick overview and review from the week on COT data that has come out. Just a quick reminder that derivatives trading is inherently risky and past performance is not indicative of future gains. We're going to start with the yen. Commercials went very long, the yen last week. So similar comps would be July and October 3rd of 2023, also November 14th. We could be looking at a potential few days of sideways in this area between 67085 and 66275. Really looking more for a bullish breakout. The finance minister came out last week saying that they would intervene. So we should be looking for signs of stability to develop. We're going to be looking overall for a similar bounce to what we had in Q4 of 2022 and 2023 here. So highlighted on the chart here are similar patterns on the COT. And so we'd be looking short term for a bounce to start and potentially longer term transitionary period that could last a few months. Other currency we'll dive into is the euro. The euro is the most skewed right now of all the instruments that we monitor. We're getting signals developing throughout both duration and positioning, and we've been mentioning this in our rooms throughout the week. 108.21 has been our key level on the upside, and we had a great short into that on CPI. It's going to be your major level to watch as we go ahead. Other levels that we have are 107.155, 107.440, and 107.985. Again, for a bullish move to begin, we'd have to get over this 821 level. But as you can see, commercials are at the least short that they've been historically, at least for the last 3 years. This is 1-year data. But when we've had these signs, typically the market will push higher because they re-hedge at higher prices. We saw the same thing play out on oil and have provided commentary on that the last few weeks. When the commercials get too least short than they typically are, they will let the market drift higher to re-short again and build hedges at higher prices. Which, speaking of oil, WTI, so West Texas Intermediate, is going to be next that we dive into. Same thing kind of playing out here. We mentioned that commercials had been getting a little too long or too little short, and to look for a move higher, which is what's played out so far for the beginning of this year. Saw the same thing in the summer. And again, they would want price higher to rehedge. So target on CL is going to be around 83. And this is also near a 3-year position on crude for least short. We'll get into equity indices now, and we have the ES. We can see that commercials were very long into the summer of last year and distributed very nicely, then reaccumulated and pushed until the end of the year when they sold. Now we are reaccumulating again, although this is the first week we've seen any type of downtick. So we want to be watching in terms of the ES as we move ahead, when any of these change, and signs that they are going to go short, because again, the house will always win the long game. We're not getting on duration and position. We're not getting any signals anywhere else. So give this time to set up, but we do know what we're monitoring for. On the Dow, we have a very small change here, which leaves our positioning and duration scores signaling extremes. And you can see how this played out when we've been at other extremes, when we accumulate a position and distribute, accumulate again and distribute. Now we're accumulating a short position. We could drift higher to short again. I was looking for 39,200. We got just over 39,000 last week, right before CPI. So Still looking for another 200 to 300 points up on the Dow before, looking for downside, but we do have a short position. And now we'll get into Bitcoin.
Commercials are adding into their long position. We saw this into the ETF decision, and it worked out perfectly for a sell move on the spike. And then buy again, 8,000 lower. Now they sized back into 39,000 and are pushing with no signs yet of slowing down their buying. So a target of all-time highs becomes possible. Duration scores are very low, meaning we have the room to run. Position scores, while they are near extremes, are still possible to set new limits as duration could catch up. Okay, so now a little trivia for you. Why did the farmer bite the coin? To get a Bitcoin.
All right, so top currencies we'll be posting analysis on in the week ahead are going to be the 6E and the 6J. That'll be for our subscribers, and we'll do some videos as well. For commodities, we'll focus a lot on crude, so CL contracts, and for equity indices, we'll be doing some analysis throughout the week on ES, RTY, and YM. Check out our Discord room and our website at Sticks Trading Academy, and hope you guys have a great week.